To be celebrating these organisations, isn't it? The King's Award is the highest honour that can be handed out to voluntary organisations, and it's equivalent to an MBE. And like you said, we've got 8 winners this year here in Essex. South of the county is leading the way because 4 of our winners are in the area that I am. I'm in Leigh-on-Sea at the moment. Earlier this morning, we heard from the London Bus Theatre Company. They're based up the road in Hockley. In Smithy's news bulletins this morning, you've been hearing from the Avenue Child Contact Centre in Westcliff. Later today, we'll also be speaking to the Essex Asian Women's Association based here in the South End area. But here with me now, I'm at the Music Man project. I've got a few people here to talk to me. We'll start with David Stanley, who's the boss. Thank you very much for joining us on BBC Essex this morning, David. And congratulations to you. This must mean an awful lot to you. Can you tell us a bit more about what you do?
Oh, it means such a lot to us. So the Music Man Project is an education and performance service for children and adults with learning disabilities. But I think it's quite unique because we formed these Music Man Project Global Ambassadors, and they have helped me take our service all across Essex, all across the country, and indeed thousands of miles away around the world. And so that's why it's so special.
And how did this all start?
Well, about 25 years ago, I had one student called Tony, who had Down syndrome, and that led to some workshops with local charity, and then a promise that one day they'd play the Albert Hall. 20 years later, we achieved that, and then the demand came from all across the country to duplicate what I'd achieved here in Southend. And I couldn't do it on my own. I'm just one person. I might be the music man, but there's only one, so I needed help, and that's why I enlisted a group of these wonderful musicians.
And you've got 2 of them here with you. I'm going to speak to now. We'll start with you, Wendy. Very good morning to you. What does the Music Man mean to you?
Been awesome and amazing.
And it is amazing indeed. And you were telling me you've been part of this for about 20 years, haven't you? Why did you first get involved?
When I got involved, it's about doing singing and help people to courage for them to do as well.
And have you made lots of friends here?
I had loads and loads of friends, like Claire Alderson. She's my best friend too.
What a nice segue. Claire's here next to you. Morning, Claire.
Morning.
And tell me a bit about your involvement in this. You've been here for about 20 years as well, is that right?
Yeah, it means so much to me. Yes, I have been here for 20 years. I've been with the Music Man, for 20 years.
And what do you get out of it? What do you enjoy most about being part of the Music Man?
Being a global ambassador and being a student ambassador as well, and to go around all the countries like Canada, Italy, Milan.
So you've been all around the world, have you?
Yeah.
Tell me about some of the things that you've done in those countries.
Performed at...
We did it at the Canadian...
Performed at the Canada...
Tattoo.
Yeah.
Wow.
Said, yeah.
What was that like?
Yeah, it was really fun.
And you got your friend Wendy here as well with you. She was saying that she's made lots of friends here. Do you feel the same?
Yes, definitely. Because having a hidden disability, I had a lot of trouble with that at school. But I just feel like Music Man is somewhere I belong and they all like me. So that's good.
Excellent and very well deserved. David, one last word from you. How are you feeling having won this and what's next for the Music Man?
Well, I could be more proud. Often organisations get recognised for the work they do to support people with disabilities, and that's wonderful. But in our organisation, it's those that have special needs that are supporting other people, and I think that makes it very, very special. Next, for us, fingers crossed, we are going to be going to Broadway, and today we launch our campaign to actually achieve that with a performance, hopefully, in a Broadway theatre, and that will be a dream come true.
Wow, Sonia, you heard it here first
Wow.
on Breakfast, the Music Man project on Broadway. You'll come and tell us more about it nearer the time, won't you, David?
Absolutely.
Excellent. Well, that was David Stanley, Sonia, boss of the Music Man project. We're joined by Wendy and Claire, 2 of the ambassadors as well, and they are one of the very well-deserving recipients of the King's Award for Voluntary Service.
Oh, they really are. Elliot, thank you so much for that. That was lovely. And I've seen the Music Man. Obviously, we've spoken about Music Man projects so much over the years on BBC Essex. They do great things, and they are going to continue to go on to great things. Broadway, to be precise, as you heard. They've been at the Christmas light switch on for Southend as well, and they are superb seeing them on stage.